All right. Now, I know our panelists have a lot of valuable insights to share today, so let's kick off this roundtable discussion with a question about building solutions for the future. These days, technology is advancing faster than ever, and in order to be sustainable, it's important to have control systems that can adapt to and incorporate these advancements. So, question number one, how can integrators build solutions that keep up with a rapidly evolving technology landscape? Nigel, let's kick things off with you.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. And it's a great question. And I think for me, it really starts with how we can first best serve our customers. The focus on the customer first before the technology. Because technology is, rapidly evolving. There's lots of exciting breakthroughs that are happening, but we still must focus and look at, well, what will benefit our customers. So at Actemium, we invest in technological research, but particularly the application of this technology to our customers' use cases. And to be successful at this, we need to make sure that we keep current with our customers and understand the challenges that they're going through, because that's also ever evolving in order to supply the solutions that they need.
Thanks, Nigel. Julio, do we have you on the call?
Yeah, so I would say that it's important to stay focused with what the requirements are of any project for any customer and understand what the real needs are and the goal of any project. There's a lot of new options and new technology and new tools and apps and APIs, and it's really easy to get lost in all the noise. But like it was mentioned before, if we focus on solving problems and generating simple long-term solutions, and sometimes simple is better. Simplicity, especially because the project is going to end up in the customer's hands, and they're going to be able to, they're going to have to support it and maintain it. It's important to focus on making it, taking advantage of new technology, but also to make it as seamless and easy as possible, right? Keep it simple.
Thanks, Julio. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, I think very similar to what Nigel and Julio said. First, you have to listen to the customer. You have to understand what their needs are. And then sometimes maybe it's asking them, hey, have you thought of this technology or that, have you thought of ignition as a possible solution? But really what I kind of think also at the end of the day, after you listen to your customer, is as an integrator, we're problem solvers. Our job is to go out and find different solutions for our customers because that's what they're hiring us to do. So we have to, when we're hiring people, we have to look at them as problem solvers that want to continue to advance and look at new technology that's out there on the landscape, not just doing it the way that it had been done in the past, but how can we push those boundaries a little bit to get them to advance and do that and solve the problems for our customers in new ways.
How about you, John?
Yeah, I'd agree with what the guys have said already in terms of the customer focus, as would be the case with our own business at SL Controls. Probably there's two strands to that in terms of the customer needs. Firstly would be immediate pain points. So often in a new customer engagement, they're focused on the short term and the immediate challenge that they have. But as you work with the customer, you maintain and build an awareness of what their needs are emerging over the next 12 to 36 months in their technology landscape, and how you can partner with them better to deliver those needs over that time frame. And that comes with time in a client relationship. But by doing that, I suppose you can identify the right technologies for the right project, such as whether it's ignition's flexibility to customize solutions and the range of connectivity that there is available, but also it allows time to prioritize our own R&D efforts on certain emergent technologies that we see that our customers are talking about will be interested in implementing, maybe not specifically with ignition yet, but maybe on other systems that are going to need to integrate to projects like ignition projects. So it's about that short and longer term view with the customer.
Donald, your thoughts?
I'm going to echo some of the things already said, but at Grace Solutions, we stay on top of new technology and what's out there, what's coming. But at the end of the day, as others have said, we like to deliver our solutions based on real customer challenges. You know, there's a lot of flashy technology out there, a lot of things that are really interesting and cool to look at and watch. But sometimes, you know, we might get caught up with that, trying to find a problem that uses a solution, when what we should really focus on is what does the customer really need? And, you know, that's what we do at Gray Solutions. We design for, you know, the right user that's going to be using our technology, and keep in mind that simplicity and how is it going to be maintained down the road to keep it viable and, you know, a good return on investment for our customer.
Sounds like that customer first approach is proven successful for all of you.